Hello, hello. If you're watching this, it means that you are an amazing person and have agreed to do an amazing, exciting thing. My name is Honey Alexander, and I'm the program director for the Young Gardeners program, part of Galveston's own farmers market. And what you've agreed to do is help us survey third graders all across GISD regarding produce that they have grown in their own school gardens and have taken to the cafeterias to taste what they've grown and share it with their peers. This grant allows us the opportunity to capture the data to find out how well received fresh produce is in the schools and to see if this is something that we can take and spread out among all the grades and all the schools in GISD. So thank you so much for your help. By this time, you've selected a school and have been given a time to show up. When you arrive at the school, there are a few things that you'll want to keep in mind and bring with you. First, you're going to want to bring your ID, and you'll need non-slip shoes because we will be in a cafeteria and sometimes there are slips. And you're going to need your mask. If you have an N95 mask, that's perfect. If you don't, that's okay, but we ask per CDC guidelines that you wear a surgical mask with a cloth mask on top. When you arrive at the school, please don't park in the faculty parking lot, but do park in the guest parking or off-street. Go to the front of the building, and each school will have its own buzzer system. Ring the bell, and someone will ask you why you're there. Simply tell them that you're here for the Young Gardeners program tasting in the cafeteria, and they should allow you in. Go into the office, and they'll ask for your ID and ask you to sign in, and some may even give you a name tag. Ask them for directions to the cafeteria, and proceed there. When you get to the cafeteria, look for the Young Gardeners program or Galveston's own farmers market representative. They should be easily identifiable because they should have on a red, yellow, or blue t-shirt. They'll get you started on what to do next, but I'll give you a little overview. Again, we're going to only be surveying third graders, so you don't have to worry about asking their grade. The children will come in and go directly into the cafeteria line where they will get their food and their sample of produce. At the end of the line, they'll receive their survey and a pencil. They'll take that and go sit down and begin eating. Give them a few minutes to taste the produce and to get started. Once they've had a few minutes to get started, then that's where your work begins. You get to go and engage with the students and ask them how they like the food. We want to get their peer, honest answers, so please don't make any faces or comments whether they liked or didn't like the vegetables that were served to them. If a student doesn't want to try it, we want to strongly encourage them to by saying things like, maybe just a little bite, could you try just a little taste for me? If they still insist on not trying it, no problem, we're not going to force them, we'll just move on to the next student. Once the student has completed the survey and you've determined that their name is written clearly on top and they've answered all of the questions, collect the survey and the pencil and do that with all of the students in the tasting. Once you've completed that and collected all the surveys and pencils, please take them to the Young Gardeners program representative or the Galveston's own farmers market representative, and they will tell you the next step. But the survey process is complete. At this time, the Young Gardeners program representative may ask if you have time or the ability to enter in the data in a Google form. It's quite simple and easy, and they'll give you instructions on how to do that if you are able to do that. There's one important thing that I need to remind you is please don't have your cell phones out, and certainly don't take any pictures of the students, as there are parameters per GISD around photographing children. The media may be there and they will be photographing, and Young Gardeners representatives or Galveston's own farmers market representatives may also be photographing, but please don't take any photos of your own. Once the surveys are complete, and you've determined if or not you can enter the data, we're done. At that time, the Young Gardeners representative may ask if you can take a photo, because we like to thank all of our volunteers for coming out, and we love this experience so much that we want to share it with other people on our web pages and social media. Thank you so much for helping us, and I know that you're going to enjoy this because every single time that we do it, it There's laughter, there's fun, there's interesting answers that the children give, and they just are so excited about it that we know you won't help but being excited as well. And you may even want to do it again. We are going to be doing these surveys through the end of school, so we hope that you will sign up again and again. We look forward to meeting you there. And if I see you at the school, make sure you come and say hi, and I'll definitely introduce myself to you. If you have any questions, ask myself. The information should be here on this page, or you can ask the representative on the day of the survey. Thanks again for taking your time to help us with this survey, and we look forward to seeing you there. Have a marvelous day.